keltische Musik von A bis Z. Schottenradio gehört zu mir.
Hi, I'm Andrew Gordon and you're watching SCHOTTENTV.
Andrew Gordon here in good old Germany on the Folkival. How are you doing?
I'm fine, Basil. How are you? It's been a long time.
Well, indeed. I think about 2 years in the meanwhile.
Yeah, about that, yeah.
So let's talk about your life as a singer-songwriter. How's the feeling to be live on stage?
Oh, it's fantastic. There's nothing better than having a good gig, you know, when you get the crowd behind you, when they're clapping along. It's absolutely brilliant.
Aye. So the most successful song on Schotten radio is the noising guy in the background. So, the most successful song on Schotten radio is not one of yours, sorry. The most successful song on Schotten radio is your song, The Storm.
Oh, fantastic.
Since a couple of years, the fans really love it. Tell us a bit about the story of The Storm.
Well, I wrote that one, what would have been back in about 2005 or something like that, and it was back then there was all the sort of problems with the fishing industry. In fact, even before that there'd been a lot of problems with it.
Oh.
But it tended to focus on the fishing industry as opposed to the human side of it. Whereas when I wrote The Storm, I was looking at the effect it had on one of the guys who had the boats and obviously his family. So yeah, that's the story behind it.
Yeah, okay, I see. So what do you think is responsible for your success as a musician?
I give it some welly. That's about it.
That's all.
Yeah, pretty much. I go out on stage and I just give them all pretty much every gig that I do. So people respond to that, you know, they can tell if you're doing it half-hearted, so you just got to go out there and give it everything you've got.
Yeah. If you try to describe your special sound, how would you describe that?
Oh, I actually don't know. I've never really thought about it. Passionate Scottish battle songs, perhaps, but then there's a lot more in there as well, because I do a lot of ballads, and you know, there's not so much when I do events like Folkival, but you know, I've got a lot of comedy songs that I can throw in there as well if required. Yeah.
So what do you try to transfer to the crowd when you're on stage?
I'm just trying to get them to enjoy the music, have a bit of a laugh, you know, enjoy it. And as you'll know from the gigs that I've done before, I love to get people clapping along and singing along. That's the best part of it, and that's the great thing about folk music, is it's inclusive. You know, it's all about people joining in and having fun. Yeah.
So some songs you do with a baron, some songs you do with on guitar. What do you prefer?
I enjoy doing the Bowron songs because I really kind of give it some aggression when I get in there. But I couldn't do too many of them because it's hard work.
Yeah, indeed it is. So, how important is your Scottish heritage to you, to be a Scotsman?
Yeah, well, I'm very proud of Scotland. I've had the opportunity several times to move away from Scotland. I lived in Canada and I've lived in the States, and people have mentioned as well moving over to Germany, but there's just no way that I could leave home. Even when I lived over in North America, every time I came home we would go for a drive up north and just see the hills and stuff. So I think God's trying to tell us something. Yeah, this is not God's country, but we have now the weather of Scotland. Yeah, it's authentic. Well, Andrew, it was a pleasure to interview you. And what can the
the crowd expect when you are on stage?
They can expect to be encouraged to sing along. There's going to be a good few songs where I want people to do things.
Okay.
A good few songs where I want people to clap along. Some traditional Scottish stuff, maybe an Irish one if I'm feeling that way inclined. But yeah, just a good fun gig.
So in the meanwhile, we have Scottish weather as well here in Nürtingen, so we should have a wee look. Andrew Gordon live on stage now.
We're going to get fired into another traditional Scottish one now.
Fair will ye dungeons dark and strong, the wretch's destiny. Macpherson's time will no be long on yonder gallows tree. It was by a woman's treacherous hand that I was condemned to die, and it burns my heart I must depart and not avenge thee. Say rantonly, say wantonly, as it wantonly gave he. He played a tune and he danced to the runes along the gallows tree. And tie these bands from off my hands and give to me my sword, for there's no man in all Scotland will dare him at his word. Say rantonly, say wantonly, as it wantonly gave he. He played a tune and he danced to the runes along the gallows tree. The farewell light, the sunshine bright, and up beneath the sky, make our shame to stain his name, the wretch that dare not die. Say rantonly, say wantonly, as wantonly gave he. He played a tune and he danced to the runes along the gallows tree. Yaddle-dum-dum-da, yaddle-dum-dee-diddly-dum, yaddle-dum-dee-da, yaddle-dum-dee-diddly-dum, yaddle-dum-da, yaddle-dum-diddly-dum, yaddle-dum-dee-da, yaddle-dum-dee-diddly-dum, down by Stirling Brig. The wall is laying hiding as the English host pay the suitcase idle out the river forth. Between them both was roaring, rumbling at the side, or the brig is starting, watching by the woods. The wall is on the muddy as the English come. We the Earl of Sunny in Bergen they crossed. The brig was romping as they onward come, or the brig is starting. Yaddle-dum-dum-da, yaddle-dum-dee-diddly-dum, yaddle-dum-dee-da, yaddle-dum-dee-diddly-dum, yaddle-dum-da, yaddle-dum-diddly-dum, yaddle-dum-dee-da, yaddle-dum-dee-diddly-dum. Wallace gave a shout, out his men come running, stop the English host. On the brig is starting, crashing on, turn round. The brig was small with turning, but he cut him down. On the brig is starting, all the Englishmen ran into each other, none could turn about. None could go much further, some below the side, and the fourth were drowning, some were left today. On the brig is starling. You saw the crimson glow, sailor's warning in the morning. You've seen it all before, seas are raging and winds are screaming. When the skies turn black as death and the cold rain stings your face and the wind that steals your breath and you're thrown about the deck, wish you could hide below. It's a storm. Now you made it back alive, the winning fighter, but bruised and battered. But your catch was not enough to fully pay them. Your crew is raging, so you fight for days at sea, but the government says no. For the long-term good, they say, the fish stocks are too low, but you swear you'll soldier on into the storm. Now your wife, she heard the news, there's trouble waiting for you returning. But you've seen it all before, she's a raging and a screaming. No, she doesn't understand, and her eyes, they sting with tears, and the hand that stings your face, and you wish that you weren't here. You'd rather be on deck in the storm. In the storm.